This is Dota. Welcome back. CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 12 live from DreamHack Rotterdam here, Rotterdam Games Week. And we are in the middle of our final series of the day. I say in the middle, but it might be almost in the middle.
Only 1/3, maybe.
Only 1/3, maybe.
Maybe.
Good maths there.
But we are in the middle of a series. And it is Alliance versus Flytothemoon. And this game specifically that we just watched was a Spectre versus Medusa game. And we said before the game started, in order for Flytothemoon to have a good shot in this game, they need to take over the map fairly early on.
Yeah.
It didn't really work out that way. They lost the map pretty early on. That's what happened. Spectre was on top of the network super early on as well.
Yep.
Like just winning, joining every fight that she needed to with that Haunt, but that's pretty much it. Razor and Leshrac Leshrac was a support actually, wasn't that offlane that we thought that he might be. And when you have a Lash plus a Crystal Maiden supports versus a Spectre, once she gets that Radiance, you just have to run.
You die.
That's it, you just die. He was itemizing 2 bracers into a BKB. Absolutely brings nothing to these fights, and it was so easy for Spectre and the boys to just maneuver around him.
Yeah, I think just the draft was really that good from Alliance. So the way they ended it, starting off with then the Pugner, I think that sort of put a bit of a spanner in the works to what Flytothemoon were maybe planning to do. They wanted to try and play fast, group up, push together. Suddenly there's this Pugner and Kotl, and then you go down this route saying, well, as well as having this pressure to stop you from playing fast, we're going to have the late game countered, or at least the mid game onwards, by picking this Spectre. And then what was Flytothemoon's response? They're like, well, we can't really try and group up and go because of this D-push that they have. We've got to try and match with some of a late game carry. Problem is, there's about 9 carries that have already been banned out. So they're very limited in options. They go for the Deucer. It's a hard game to play. The Spectre plays fast, gets this free lane. Once that Radiance is online at sort of that 16-minute mark, it's that point we started saying it's game over.
Yeah, it felt, I mean, the Medusa got tons of farm and actually had a pretty good game, but that was the problem. The Spectre, if the Spectre is going 1-for-1 with a Medusa, getting kills in the lane.
Well, exactly, because I mean,
exactly.
And are you scared of a Medusa with a Manta?
Yeah.
Oh.
In real life? Or in game? No, in real life. Hell yeah.
Are you scared of a Spectre with a Radiance?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. You know, you're hitting these 2 items at the same time. You got to do the maths. It's pretty easy. Spectre just wins.
But it's about the execution as well. It's so much easier to execute that Spectre once she has a Radiance. You pop that ult and you just fight. It's you jump from one support to another and that's it. Around the Spectre, you must position yourself well and you must play as a team, which Flytothemoon failed to do. Right? I think that's their biggest issue. Like you could see it even when they were defending high ground. One hero would get caught out, the other would buy back and die before like another core has respawned, and his respawn timer is like 5 seconds away. So they fight one by one. There's some tilt happening there, I believe, as well.
I mean, it's just always going to be hard. It was just a very good Spectre game, and they did the best they can, I feel, at least with the draft. You know, having the Deucer, having a good amount of buffs, you have the Zoga with the Bloodlust, you get the extra mana regenerated by the Crystal Maiden Aura. It doesn't matter. If that Spectre's getting a Radiance online in 16 minutes in this game, there's that's a one game.
Yeah,
if you lose that game at that point onwards as a Spectre, you've made big mistakes. That's a free win from that point onwards.
Let's also take a look at the replay you guys have chosen to walk us through. Show us what you got. We're right about the point where we are going to see some racks taken.
We're at the point in which Limp is already dominating. He's this Pugna with a 4-staff, and he has his level 13. He's just able to do whatever he wants. He can decrepify. He has the Kotl just behind him, using the chakra magic.
And positioning too in the tree.
The positioning is just amazing. And you see this Medusa, she cannot get away because there's Willow, the Wisp, there's so much control. There's 3-3 on top of her, there's Nico Baby on top of her. Everyone goes on that Medusa, and then you just continue chasing. You can see Spectre just gets close to this Crystal Maiden. You don't have to hit her. You just run after her.
They have no escape on their team. Look at their team.
Look at Flo. That's your core Ogre Magi. He's supposed to be tanky. He's supposed to be big, but he just falls and dies. That's one Ogre.
It was just perfect timing from Alliance with that decision to fight then. It was like they got the Radiance, they go for the Horn play, they make that instant move on the Deucer, and they look for objectives. You know, sometimes you'll see maybe you get the Radiance, you try to sort of half-heartedly to get an objective taken, but Alliance knew exactly what they were doing there. They get the kills, they get the tower, and they get the racks. And if you're doing that before 20 minutes with a Spectre, as I've already said, it was GG.
A hero that we didn't mention in that teamfight was Razor, because Like, where was he?
Exactly,
Like,
what
every
does he
single team fight, you have that Razor, he walks up, he gets decrypt, Dagant, he's gone. He just disappears. So it's a little bit difficult when you're one hero down from the get-go.
Now, do you think Twitch chat was nice?
Yeah.
Or not nice?
I think they're giving it to Nico Baby.
Nico Baby, 100%.
I think
they like the Nico Baby.
Yeah, Nico
They're scared of him. You know, if you don't fight for Nico Baby, you get in trouble.
He's gonna have. It's gonna be like 80% Nico Baby.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
believe
Nico
you.
Baby.
It's gonna be heavy.
What we got?
Yeah. 64. Very
It was
high.
64%,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Dude, I can't
they
believe
were
Hans-
actually correct.
Handskin's that low. His Rubik.
I mean, his name's probably the hardest to spell on Alliance's side.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Handskin.
It's exactly.
I guess it's an E and an I.
Exactly. No, I think a few spelling errors may have held Hanskin back there.
Fata is doing the drafting, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he was the.
So shout out to him.
Yeah. I like this is a transition that has just
new.
been made just this month, basically.
Well, he's got a lot of knowledge in there, right?
He does.
He's the amount of games that he's got on his
Definitely.
history.
A lot of-
He's been around the block.
And he's
been
played
around.
under the best players.
He's
Like,
played under
PPD,
Puppy, and Kuro as
I mean,
well.
maybe this is the strat as well. You know, you sort of play with these big captains,
And you
but you
steal
play a little
everything
bit
they
like,
know. Yeah.
oh, look at me, I make mistakes, but secretly you're writing down all the notes, preparing for TI-20 when there's a 20 billion prize pool, and then you're like, aha, you guys, you're irrelevant 10 years ago. I'm Fata, and I'm about to walk home with billions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's all about the long con.
You definitely do earn a lot from just playing with these. You learn a lot,
he
right?
does.
The experience is invaluable for him. So
I mean, they're all top-tier captains, and they're all captaining very differently as well. So I think it probably helps you find your own way.
Instead of just
Instead of just
play under
copying.
one of them, like you play under PPD. Okay, I'm gonna lead everyone. I'm gonna micromanage kind of stuff. Instead, you take some of that. You take some of Kuro's more relaxedness, and then you mix it up, and now you got this alliance team.
What do you take from Puppy?
Hopefully nothing. He'll beat you up. You take anything from him? Yeah. No. I think this alliance team, they're just owning straight up. They qualified to the major without dropping a series, and now they're 3-0 here, and it doesn't look like it'll be 3-1 with how they're playing.
No, I think, you talk about the shuffle and the amount of teams that we've seen change and new teams formed. I think for me, this alliance is definitely sort of the number one, like, damn, that something's worked out great for these players that have sort of, as I said, been around a lot of teams, never really hit it off to amazing, their top potential, but they've turned up as this newly formed squad.
Also, we're
looking great.
We're talking a lot about offlaners, like we're mentioning Boxy and all these other guys today, but 3-3 we haven't mentioned at all, and that guy is just
a beast.
A beast. Not only is he so skilled, but he always delivers. He's stable. He's so stable.
I think it's good to see, because I think in towards the end of NIP, I was a little, I wasn't impressed all the time by 33.
Yeah.
He would have bad games, but there's something about this new squad. I don't know if it's sort of just him feeling more comfortable maybe around these players, but no,
comfortable,
it's back.
You get new energy, your mentality changes. So.
And it's back to the level that we've seen in the past from 33. When he sort of first came on the scene and was sort of playing with the big names, it was like, well, this guy, he's super legit. And I think sort of maybe that was lost towards the end of his period with NIP, but on this new roster, it's definitely back in full power.
Yeah, we have our draft back.
Great analysis, guys.
For game 2. And we're going to see what changes are going to be made, because we did decide that game 1 was largely a draft issue. And perhaps they can get themselves something better for Flytothemoon here in the second game of the series.
I mean, I feel like you have to be a little tempted to ban out the Abaddon.
I think you just do it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a reason everyone is banning him at the end.
And it was hilarious. Like 33 played it so weird too. He was middle. He denied himself middle, pulled creeps there, and then he was the one who was refilling the Pugna's bottle, not a support. It was just 33 would show up. You're like, what the hell is this guy doing here?
It's crazy because it's one of those offlaners, no matter how your laning stage goes, you're still going to be valuable asset in the mid game. You will have your shield to work with, you will have that
push
heal as well. You will also be very tanky, so it doesn't matter, because you have that ulti. They don't even want to go on. You just pop that ulti and you're fine. But when it comes to the bans in this game so far, we have only the Legion when it comes to the offlane. Bans from Flytothemoon, the other bans are Kunkka and the Void.
Just they're gonna take it.
Yeah,
oh, whoa.
All right.
Hold on.
I mean, we did see the gyrocopter ban previous game.
Every game, pretty much,
and it was first phase ban, so they just value that super highly, higher than the
Not only
Abaddon.
in the first game, right? We've seen it banned out in the first series too.
It was banned the first series, yeah. It's been banned.
It's been banned all
Quite
our
a lot,
series,
right? Yeah.
or rather all our games.
Interesting though, because this gyro does not have a really high win rate at the moment. So we'll see just how much Flytothemoon will be able to do with gyro.
I like it versus, like, if they pick Abba, Gyro's actually one of those laners that Abba does not like dealing with. Right? He shield, you just hit Q, and all of a sudden, shield does nothing in that lane at all.
For sure. That sort of whole period of the game where the shield would be crazy, you can run through it. They're going to still open with it.
You have to. Or you give them Gyro, Abba, kind of. That's
same sort of stuff from Alliance as we saw last game.
They took Rubik this time, and yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's the same opening. I mean, why, kill a winning strat?
Yeah, and going back to when you guys were talking about 33, it's funny because most teams, right, their cheese here, as you talked about, they're in the mid lane. 33 plays Lycan, Brood.
He does.
He plays all the weird ones from the off lane, so he has a little bit extra.
But there aren't really many weird heroes that you can play right now on the offlane, right?
Yeah.
Like you just go for these tanky utility beasts.
Yeah. And
you know that they're strong. Yeah. They might be even considered cheese, but it's what it is, and you have to pick them.
Yep. And I'd be curious, like, because when he played it in like Optic and stuff, right, he could swap lanes because the other players had played other lanes. You can't really swap with like Nico Baby and stuff because 33, right? Like Nico Baby doesn't play, Limp, he's only middle. It's a lot harder for them, I guess, you're right.
They're definitely more static when it comes to lanes.
I think
which isn't bad.
I think some games with Mineski, Nico Baby did go to the mid lane, I want to say, maybe on like Sniper and stuff, but...
I think you're right, yeah. Versus, he had a game versus OD. It is rare, yeah. But
he did, yeah.
He did. He definitely did.
You can play some of these heroes. Like, you don't really need to know mid quite a lot to play Sniper versus OD, right?
Pull creep.
Yeah.
Pull creeps back, don't die.
So normally, in terms of openings, you don't think that long about a second pick, but this Crystal Maiden took some effort.
I think it makes sense for them to be a little cautious. I think they sort of drafted themselves into a hole with the first 3 picks last series, where we saw them really sort of struggle to dig their way out of it, trying to finish things up with the Dusa. They were obviously not the optimal hero that they were planning for.
Very interesting that Alliance banned out the Slark, even though Gyro has been picked up. I guess that's one of the answers to the Bloodseeker ban. It's one of the best counters to the Slark.
Yeah, I mean, when we have seen well, I guess both Gyro and Slark in the mid lane. You know what I mean? These are actually 2 cores
now,
that
you can
we're
actually
actually
roll
seeing
Gyro
between
mid,
them. Yeah, both
picks quite a lot oftenly.
Dude, Max Rocket Gyro middle, that thing is the truth, I'm telling you.
I mean, people still do it.
People still do it occasionally.
It's done, yeah.
Oh, and why are you smiling? Like it's not the
I
truth.
just smile at everything you say, Grant.
Thanks.
Makes me feel nice.
Alliance's turn to pick.
Naga banned out by Alliance.
That'd be a weird Gyro Naga. Haven't really seen that. That would be the Max Rocket Gyro probably. So.
They're definitely expecting that Gyro to be mid,
Yeah.
considering what they've banned out.
Also, I guess the Slark just versus the Abba, right? Like, that's one of those lanes. Slark just wins the lane. He doesn't even want to kill the Abba. He just stacks up agility, free farms.
He loves that borrow time, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shaker. Now, we saw a Shaker mid earlier today that was...
It did good. It lost.
Pretty good, though.
This one will probably be position 4, right?
Oh, sad.
Most likely on Danskin.
I know it is flexible as well. I mean, as you
On
say,
a 5 Rubik.
you do imagine that 33 is going to play the pattern, but there is that flexibility to switch it around.
It's possible to put one offlane too.
Yeah.
Like, that's possible.
And yeah, Shaker offlane, Shaker mid. There's a few ways they can run this around Alliance.
I almost feel they want to put Fada on the Abba, because I do not see Fada playing a Rubik or an Earth Shaker as a 5. I think that'd be real weird as a 5. As someone who hasn't played 5, I guess. Like we've seen 5 Rubiks, but you have to be like Insania plays it really well, but...
Mirana went through. All right. Bloodseeker and Kunkka banned out, so no reason not to go for that hero. Also pretty good at the moment. Oh, Morph.
Morph
Wait up.
Shaker, let's
The
go.
Morph and the Shaker.
And the OD answer instantly for Iceberg. All right.
I like it.
I like this. I like this a lot from Flytothemoon. It's their comfort zone to Gyro plus OD course. Gives you another hero that deals really well with Morphling too.
I looked over the line, so in Hanskin, when it got picked up, he was smiling. He's like, yeah, we got him. We baited him in.
I mean, you can also turn into OD and just put OD under himself. It's like...
Most of the time, you want to be the Shaker. You want to get that.
I mean, yes. That's still going to be the winning combo.
Morphling Agonists.
God,
it's just...
It's a game-winning combo.
Well, actually, not only Shaker, sorry, the other game-winning combo, of course, the Gyro. That was the other one,
Black Cannon Morph,
You've got sort of the best, I think the best 2 heroes probably.
You do?
A Shaker or a Gyro once you get the Ags. I mean,
You don't even need an axe for the gyrocopter.
Not for the gyro, no, for sure. But yeah, you're happy either way.
Gyro, it's most likely the gyro that you want to morph in, but
you think more? I don't know. Shaker's super hot nowadays.
Super fun with Shaker, but you need
you need items. You need more items and more levels to. Sure. You need level 20, right? Yeah.
I love the Night Stalker band, by the way. It just works so well versus these heroes of Alliance. Also, just being able to constantly silence Morphling can definitely come in handy.
I don't know the stats. You know, I'm not a stat guy, but I'm pretty sure the win rate of Morph when it's picked against Gyro is pretty scary. Like if you're a good Morph player, you win this game.
Give us a number.
You just need one fight where you get the flak, and
no, it's true.
It's pretty. It's pretty hard to beat.
75.
I'd say touching 80% win for a Morph against the Gyro.
At the same time, he's playing versus OD, and that's a very good pick versus Morph.
But I feel you're confident with the save. You're going to have sort of Rubik and Shaker looking for the lockdown on the OD. Abba's going to be there to bail you out if you ever need it. I think this is looking to be a juicy Morphling draft so far.
Seems that Flytothemoon, they still need their offlaner, but they're waiting with the ban a little bit. Using all their reserve time, actually.
Yeah, why not? You got it. Lizard, were you a big bonus time guy when you were playing Pro Dota? You use it a lot? Did you even think about it, really?
I was so much into bonus time that I would forget to pick.
You pulled an Alliance to TI, huh?
Yeah. Alliance TI, my boys. Fuck ban. All right, one of those heroes that's really good against the OD. Now you have an option to, I don't know, go with the Sniper or a Lina. Sniper is way too greedy, I believe. Yeah. Lina is active, but it's very difficult to play against OD Mirana. If you get in range with the imprisonment into the arrow, you're just dead. But I believe that might be their pick. All right, Axe.
Lockdown, I mean, Axe plus that OD versus the Morph, he can't get away then. You just lock him down and beat into him.
I really like their draft. Flytothemoon, I believe they have a much better draft than in that last game.
I think for Flo specifically, obviously we saw him on the Ogre previous game. That's not really, like, Axe suits his style more.
Yeah. I agree. If you're going to be super aggro, and especially because he was like versus the Pugna, he would just run in and die. Like he'd actually just get bursted by the Dagon Pugna.
I think it's one of the heroes as well that I would say actually gives you at least a little answer to the way that this Morph wants to play with the flat cannon, because you are going to be building the Blade Man. And it's going to be this point where you have to be a little careful as the Morph if you're going full agi and hitting away with the flak, because you're going to take a significant amount of damage back from that Axis Blade Man.
Yeah. As long as OD gets a lot of mobility early on so that he can follow up Axe once he catches Morphling, I believe they do have ways of taking him down. You can't save him with an Abaddon. It's not a disruption, it's not a Shadow Demon.
So what do you think, he goes like 3 Nulls Blink or something? So he can follow up, or a Force Staff, something like that?
He could do that. I think it's also necessary for him to... It depends which one of these heroes wants to scale a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Right, Gyro or OD. But 3 Nulls into, let's say, a Kaya would be pretty good.
What's the middle pick here?
Let's see. It's Lina,
It's Lina.
It's another one of these heroes that just works well versus OD. That's why they picked her.
And it's limp.
Yeah, and it's limp as well.
He plays like the Tiny, the Linas, those stunning heroes that win middle, and then they can roam around and do their own stuff.
And it's going to really put the pressure on for both the Jar and the OD. You know, before these heroes get BKB, Fisher into Lina combo, they're going to die.
Bye. Yeah.
They're going to die.
Does that mean that you are thinking that Alliance is going to take the second game as well?
I have to go with Alliance. As I said, I think I like the final pick Axe as sort of a bit of an answer to the way that this Morph is going to want to play. But for the most part, the Morph should win this game. It's against the Jar, should be a free win in my eyes for the Morph.
Yeah, it's an Icon Baby Morph. I would go with him, usually, but I think that Flytothemoon definitely have a good draft.
Yeah.
And they've lost all the games today so far, so
they're
perhaps they're going to win one. I'll go with Flytothemoon.
You're going to think if they win one game, it would be this one.
It would be this one, just because of the draft.
Okay.
Oh, Lizard. This is going to be a 25-minute game from Alliance. Nico Baby is going to go absolutely insane. I mean, as you said, this Earthshaker, this Rubik, they're just going to make tons of space, and see you later.
All right, I'm also going for Alliance, but I do need to know what timings do we need to look out for Flytothemoon? What is important for their game to make a comeback here?
As always, for that Axe to have a good laning stage and for that OD to follow up the aggression that he's going to give to his team, right? You need that blink on the Axe, and you need something similar on the OD, and eventually that Hex will definitely come in handy versus the Morphling. But these two heroes, they have to play together a lot.
Yeah, let's find out what our commentators think. Moxie and Lacoste, do you think that Flytothemoon has a better shot this time around?
Mox, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I think it looks like a much better draft this time. I feel like I know what they're doing. It feels like it's easier to execute, which, again, simple Dota is the best Dota, for sure. But I don't know. I see a limp Lina. I see, Nico Baby on that Morph. What do you think, Lacoste?
I think Morphling with Aghanim Scepter or with the Earthshaker in his team, that's kind of unbeatable, at least in my book. Or just Morphling against Gyro. You have better Gyro.
It's going to be definitely interesting to watch. I don't like to, I hate when, everybody goes for the same team. Obviously, Lizard has some faith in the Flytothemoon boys. I like it. But it does feel a little bit like Alliance has the edge on this. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. I do think that you get some really, really good calls here with that Axe. And then you have Iceberg just sitting back, whacking away at people, gaining up all that in. I think that's going to be really, really dangerous. But it's a lot of finding the openings for these initiations, making sure that they're nice and clean. It's a little worrisome. Nice fissure coming out from 33.
Now they have heroes who can actually do stuff. You have Mirana, if she lands an arrow, also you have OD to set things up, and there's the arrow.
It's that easy.
Just pick stuns.
I saw you always want to fly. You went for that last hit. Always want to fly, trying to snipe his core's last hit. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have seen the pings, right, if this was a pub?
Oh, for sure. That's what we all love to do, right?
I don't love to do it, because I'm the support, please. No. Don't
well, it's fine if you say sorry after that.
Okay, as long as I say sorry.
Like, you can do it on purpose, say sorry, we're good.
Okay, all right, I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to take that to my pubs, Lacoste. And when they say, no, that's not true, I'm going to say, well, Lacoste told me it was fine, so, I mean...
You can quote me.
You're a TI caster. Right there, that's solid.
So a little bit of pause.
Yeah, there's some sort of lag going on right now. I'm sure it'll clear up fairly soon, hopefully. It's the new patch. Oh my God, everybody quick, go to your Dota client.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have that again. Valve dropping a patch during the tournament.
It is
we might get one right after this.
Hot fix, what are we on? I
stopped counting after C.
Looks like we should be good now. Back in the game. First blood going over to the side of Flytothemoon. Never mind. There's the XD getting dropped by Kellen. Still having a little bit of issues, unfortunately. It looks like Limp's actually disconnected now, too, seeing maybe if that fixes thing. All of Alliance is, not all of them, but a good chunk of them. So, having a little bit of technical difficulties, but nothing that can't get solved, I'm sure. So, I feel like I should channel my inner Gran.
Oh yeah, now it's the right time.
Channel my inner Gran and ask you something. Let's see, what's one of his favorites to ask? Lacoste, what kind of ice cream is your favorite? Personally, I'm a big fan of like bubblegum.
Say something American, like.
I like to get the
something
giant
from 7-Eleven. I don't know.
That's a Slurpee, man. Also, do you know that 7-Elevens in Japan are totally different than the ones that they have like in the US? They're actually like...
Everything's different in Japan.
Well, that's true. But also they actually do like a lot of like prepared foods that are like actually healthy, whereas if you go to the ones in America, they're all like, Slurpees and just awful like stuff that they keep in like a hot case.
Well, I didn't know that, Moxie. Now I'm a bit smarter. My IQ increased by 5.
Excellent.
So now we're closer to 2 digits.
What's your favorite planet?
Well,
the moon is not a planet, obviously. It's a celestial body, but I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to just cut it down to, to planets.
Well, I think a lot of people would know what I would say, but I'm going to be very PC right now, and I'm going to say Pluto. even though it's a dwarf planet, so
yeah,
it still counts as a planet.
It got revoked a couple times, right?
Yeah. They try to take it away from him, but Pluto is back, baby.
Well, hold that thought, Lacoste, because we are back into the game. Already Limp has landed a nice LSA onto Iceberg. And should be just a lot of clicks back and forth between this lane. I'm pretty sure, so Limp, I've seen this guy in action, and like a lot of people would say, oh my gosh, really, Alina mid, she's not really that good in the 2 position anymore. Sometimes you see her as a 4. But this is a guy who's excellent with this particular hero.
Yeah, he's one of the few players that can make mid Tiny work, even though Tiny got nerfed 60 times in the last few patches.
Remember when Tiny was like first pick material every single time?
I remember. Arrow, another one.
Yeah, these are coming out really nicely here. Always want to fly, waiting patiently. Does have the frostbite. They're looking for the fissure. Ron should be able to get this though. In fact, it is going to be always want to fly who finishes off. And typical here in the top lane, the Axe is trying to cut the wave. It's taking a lot of damage though. Needs to be careful that he actually does, and yep, not going to be able to do it.
That's your position 5 with Orb of Venom and the passive ability level 1. You don't usually see that. I think Fada played a different role, playing core roles makes him more greedy of position 5.
Yeah, it is. I won't lie. It's kind of weird to see him in this position, right? Because he most formerly was on Ninjas in Pajamas.
Another arrow on mid.
Take it away, Lacoste. You're doing
Now we're
great.
good. There's nothing else gonna happen. I mean, they're just gonna clean up the Lina. This Mirana is all over the place. That's what I wanted to see. Some CIS Dotka coming in strong into this second game.
This does feel way more commonly, you know, CIS. There's a lot of action going on, lots of rotation. You can see the 33 is also, you know, moving around the map too, but these arrows have just been really, really good. Flow, again, just taking so much here from Hanskin and Fata. Get the lift. Awesome backs, all silenced up. Just keeps, you know, swirling around here with those, what do you even call that? Because it's just his fists now. Oh, bottom lane.
Boxer, I don't know.
They find the kill on 33. This is a much better game for Always Wanna Fly.
Yeah, offlaners are not having a good time in this game. 33 died 3 times already, and the Axe died twice.
It's definitely
Time
not
to hit
one
some
of those.
jungle creeps, Moxie.
Yeah, right? Have they been stacking, though, is the question. Another arrow coming in. These setups have been so good. Well, you can see already they're going to try to TP in the Rubik. They want to try to save him. They'll turn back around. Light Strike Array coming through. Some of that tower damage. Limpy's still alive. Are they going to be able to get the kill on Iceberg? They will. Limp barely making it out here.
Nicely done by Limp. He also planted a tree. Eat that tree for extra regen, which kept him alive. Also, Slayer needs to be careful. Has enough money to buy bottle.
Top lane. Fata sitting a little bit low there. Probably, what do you think? Go for the deny? Get a little bit lower than that?
Yeah, he definitely should. Also, he can stack before he dies.
That's value right there. Oh, even gives a clarity over to Hanskin.
All right, he just bought a flask. He needs to be one reacting when they're making a move on a mid with Mirana. Strong Dispel, just remove the stun, and they're all good.
And this is good too because of the fact that they just used that TP. In fact, goes for the haste strand, picks it up. Limp says, all right, just take it, use it to some good. And you can almost hear the do-do-do-do-do-do charge as in goes Fata. They get the lift off, the slow. TPs are coming out. Crystal Maiden, she wants to try to help them. Needs a little bit more damage. Nico Baby gets himself a kill. Looks like they'll be able to take down Fata though. And now they'll turn it back around already. Slayer here with Always Wanna Fly, putting some decent damage out on Hanskin, but it looks like the Earthshaker now is spending some time in that jungle. It's not having a great time. Like you said, the offlaners really feel like they're getting punished a lot this particular game. Hanskin, he's stuck around for a long time here. I think Slayer should be able to get it. Nope. Goes through the trees. He'll turn it back around. Always Want to Fly. Trying to run himself away. He's got the battle hunger with Nico Baby. Doesn't care, though. Gets that kill. And now the Mirana. She's got to have to leap herself out. And this is making some space right now. Should be able to just go.
She's going to need to use another leap.
She's hoping to get that arrow, though, for the rune. Slayer's playing kind of greedy here. And do get a kill on 33. I guess he showed back up. No, I don't think he went for the lane. I think he was going for the bounty rune.
Well, at least he got that bounty before he died, so it's something.
That's worth it, right?
Gotta stay positive.
It's better to have gotten the bounty than not, and then also have died too.
That's actually really smart, Moxie. One of the smartest things you've said today.
Thank you, thank you. Like I said, I'm channeling my inner Grant. We love you, Grant. And we do have a smoke coming through here. As always, want to fly. Does have a ward on him, probably hoping to get some vision. It seems like we've calmed down just a little bit. There's a lot of jungling going on now from the side of both the teams, right?
Yeah, the thing is, level 4 Earthshaker doesn't jungle as fast as Axe.
I don't think any hero jungles quite as fast as Axe. Maybe the Wraith King with the Skellyman, but 33 again. They just will not stop harassing him. It looks like Always Want to Fly gonna pay for this with his life.
He wants that last hit.
Yeah, he does. And I think, did we see someone start to TP? I guess not. I thought for a second they were gonna send someone over to try to help out, but. And again, Fata is just trying to be as annoying as possible. Nico Baby, oh, at the last second, it comes Flytothemoon with that Crystal Nova, taking down the Abaddon.
And I love this. Nico Baby going straight for the Aghanim Scepter.
They need just a little bit more damage. Oh, the long-range fissure from 33. Excellent. Top lane again. It just feels like they just can't slow down Nico Baby, and I think that's become one of their big problems, right? Is the fact that, you know, you're moving people around the map, you're trying to keep the pressure up, but just you're allowing Nico Baby just so much space while this is going on.
There's no way they kill Nico Baby unless they rotate Mirana. Abaddon is not behind them. OD can blow him up easily once he builds some intelligence, but no points in Eclipse at the moment.
And to be fair too, Gyrocopter in the bottom lane, he's had a pretty free lane right now. 33 can't go toe-to-toe with him. He's got, I think, like, what, 3 kills under his belt as well? Quite a few. 33 making his way over. This is a dead Crystal Maiden. Hanskin is on a killing spree right now. Let that
Hanskin is involved in 8 out of 8 kills.
That's ridiculous.
With his Rubik. You would expect him to have more gold, though.
Well, sometimes, you know, sport life is like that.
He's a team player. He could have been 8-0 at this point.
This is true. So my question to you, that you've got a Morphling and a Gyrocopter, neck and neck and farm. Which one does more with it sooner? Would you say it's definitely the Gyro, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they decide to dive, he can easily rotate with the TP. He has phase boots, a lot of move speed, and I mean, he's a high level, which means 4 points in Rocket Barrage. That's a ton of magical damage. Flow again.
Flow's got to get out of there. He's looking for that miscause, trying to break the line of sight here. Oh, starts to wind up. There's the TPs though. They want to make sure that Fata pays for this. And even Iceberg
space created.
This is so much space. Look at them. They're all just chasing around.
If he gets the deny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, even uses a flash.
Yeah. For maximum, just, I'm going to survive until I can climb into your fountain, guys. Oh, the banishment, though. Look at it. Everybody's here. Everybody's having a party for Fata.
This is really worth it. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Hanskin is getting some solo XP.
As if he needed a better game at this point. No, Flo sitting quietly, waiting for someone to appear. Still just farm fest going on for both of these cores. It looks like Flo does reveal himself in the bottom lane, but probably needs maybe +1, I think, on this, yeah?
He definitely needs level 6 if they want to score a kill, or if Lina rotates, the double stun will be enough.
Looks like Slayer's just doing a little bit of casual jungling here. Where did Limp go? I haven't seen him in a bit.
The good old jungle. Just trying to stack some creeps for himself. Bounty runes are spawning in a couple of seconds.
Looks like Flytothemoon, though, going to be able to get most of those. What do you want to see coming out from Flytothemoon now? Because they've got a very good fighting lineup. Are we waiting for the specific item on the jar? Are we waiting for that Aghanim Scepter?
Gyro's fine, just farming at the moment, but he will gladly join a team fight if there is one.
Fissure gets thrown out at Flo, just poking and prodding a little bit. Gets the call off. He's going to try to drag him under that tower. Not going to be able to have that duration, though, to make it happen.
This is when the old switcheroo begins. Both of the teams want to take tier 1 tower. Someone TPs, tries to defend it, but Lina is going to do much better jobs than the Axe. Siege creep unit spawned.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This is it, Moxie. We might see a full team fight in
Oh,
a couple of seconds. There's the arrow.
The arrow not quite connecting over here, though they managed to go grab themselves a friend. And it looks like Limp, he's trying really hard to survive. Not going to be able to. Actually gets dunked, and then the final hit again coming out from Always Wanna Fly. So you basically cursed Limp. Thanks for that. Saying that he'd be able to, you know, defend that tower longer.
That's why we're here, for stupid jokes and cursing people.
Don't say that. I want to get hired for more events. Askin grabbing himself that missile. Homing missile getting tossed out. It just feels like they don't want to commit hard on any of these engagements yet, on either team, it seems.
There aren't really too many good spells to steal from Rubik besides the Astral. This is the save that they kind of need if they want to cycle 2 saves with the Baton Shield and the Astral. And then Nico Baby can go ham. Like, he does not need to care. Can easily go in. Always Wanna Fly, pops that a Baton ulti so they can play more aggressive on the top lane.
And Nico Baby's just hitting creeps. I feel like you're spending an awfully lot of time in here on this top lane. Flo waiting to see if they can get into the pick off. Arrow reveals Hanskin, but they're not gonna be able to grab him.
They still didn't take a tower on the top lane yet. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane,
yeah.
Nico Baby will put some pressure, also some damage dealt on the tier 1 tower on the mid.
And they
should be careful.
They can go for some pincer ring action here. I don't think they're aware that the Morphling is sitting, over here on the high ground. And there is a Earthshaker nearby too. So they'll just take top. They'll be satisfied with that on the side of Flytothemoon. That opens up the jungle a little bit. But again, just really content to sit back, catch up, farm. 33 had a pretty difficult lane. Still working on that Blink Dagger. And Limp has, what does Limp have now?
Not much.
Not much, all right.
Just Arcane Boots, 1,000 gold.
A whole lot of farming going on. Definitely a more even game though this time around, which I do appreciate. I like to see these guys, really duking it out. Makes it way more exciting for us watching, right? And, kind of having a one-sided.
Yeah, even in the previous game, they did not want to take a full engagement, both of the teams, and now it seems like they're doing the same. Who can farm up more? In terms of net worth, pretty even game so far.
Yep, everybody's farming. All right, so BKB, we've got one part of it completed now for the OD. Almost got the Blink Dagger online for the Axe. In fact, Fata gonna go and he has to pop that ultimate down here. 33 making his way over. Needs to fissure the Crystal Maiden. They should be able to get a kill on the Axe. They'll actually go use the Echo Slam, and they'll get a kill on Flo.
Yep.
Oh, Iceberg, though, making his way downtown. Slayer gets taken out by Limp. In comes Iceberg. He's hoping to find 33 here. He's already had a really rough game. These creeps, though, actually body blocking them from getting to him. Doesn't have
they
a
know.
They know.
There's
They're just, they just can't find him
the
yet.
Third one.
Crystal Maiden does. Oh, there it is. There's the Crystal Nova.
TP. Wait, what?
They're just like, cool, bro. Cool story.
There were 3 different pings. Now he even uses a Fissure.
Okay. All right. Tell me, as the
where could he possibly be?
The ex-pro player, what's going on here? Just,
if he gets a kill
if he gets a kill, I always want to fly.
There's another enchant totem.
Who's gonna go down first? Oh, it's gonna be Crystal
one more hit.
Oh no, they outplayed him. There's a fissure. Oh, what?
He couldn't get it off.
What a player.
That's a lot of time bought. Now Axe has a Blink Dagger. I mean, it's a naked Blink Dagger on Axe with just brown boots, but still they need to initiate a team fight somehow. Right now they're extremely strong. OD has an item, Kaya, plus 3 null talisman. That's a lot of intelligence. Same goes for Gyro. Aghanim Scepter is ready.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So where do you think they're going to take this fight? Well, there's another arrow landing. Slayer, realizing that Abaddon doesn't have that ultimate. He can't go for the final blow, though.
He needed 3 more hits. Didn't have enough time.
Poor 33. He's so close to this Blink Dagger. He needs to just stay alive a little bit longer. Yeah, look at this down here. It's ridiculous. The Enchant Totem gives a whack, but then in comes Iceberg. He says, stop picking on my supports. He's hits him once, and then when the Astral pops, so does 33. And we do have a big fight over here by the Shrine. They'll take down 33. Fada just can't keep him alive, but there's jump forward coming out from Nico Baby. Gets the kill.
Once again, both offlaners are just dead. Now Nico Baby with that Aghanim Scepter turns into Earthshaker. That's going to be another kill for him.
I feel like Morphling players must have so much fun playing that hero. I personally don't play that hero, just because I don't really play core that often. But it just seems like, especially when you have an Earthshaker, right? It just is so much fun.
It's a dream game when you have Earthshaker in the team. He just wants him to have his spells maxed out. Only 2 points in totem.
We have a TP coming out from Flow or towards the mid lane. Looks like they're trying to get that denial, hopefully. More TPs coming out. He's trying. One more hit. Oh, he gets the denial.
He understood that he can't get it in 1 hit. And then, well, I gotta give it a try.
Yep.
Iceberg is so farmed. Has a full BKB now. It's go time. They should use either Smoke or Smoke and Mirana ulti. Lanes need to be in a good position. Diary's using a scan.
I think they probably will, right? Because they're grouped around a sentry, so most likely now with this item. I guess they know that there's nobody showing up in lane, so maybe they're going to try to bait.
33 has a Blink Dagger, but he's a bit far.
He misses the LSA. And now they'll turn their attention over to Always Want to Fly. That's the Laguna Blade to the face. See you later, sister.
Yep.
We both had the same thought. Caster synergy. But that does show now that he has completed that BKB, I believe. So they'll be playing a little bit more carefully, I think, on the side of Alliance, being very mindful of that. 33. Oh, immediately dewarded. Who has the best laugh? To
Tinker, Techies.
you like. Okay, this tells me a lot about you as a person with cause.
No, I don't play Techies. I mean, I just like the laugh. Radiant using a scan. It seems like they want to make something happen. Moonlight Shadow is ready. And they're showing on the bottom lane, but another ward will get dewarded, so that's 2 in a row.
And there's the smoke that we talked about. Mirana ulti on top of it. Iceberg getting into position. They'll take the tower. They're going to pincer.
Something is up.
Oh, they miss it on 33. They try to go after Nico Baby. He's just too fast. They'll turn their attention now to 33. He gets the Echo Slam off, but does fall during the process. And in comes Nico Baby. Moving himself around here. Fada going to spend a little time being banished. And now Nico Baby just running himself out. They will lose Fada. They lost 33. And everybody on the side of Flytothemoon is feeling pretty good.
Good fight from Flytothemoon. They used smoke and Mirana ulti to get close. Fada tried to break the smoke. You could see his positioning where he was standing, but it was not good enough. And OD didn't even pop his BKB.
Yeah, that's a definite win if you're Flytothemoon here. You can just keep holding on to it, use it as an offensive sort of tool, and make the other team very careful about the way that they do things. Looks like they should be able to get a kill on the Mirana. Nice, quick, tidy pick-off here. 20-minute runes have spawn. It's going to be split between 2 teams.
Once Morphling gets that Manta style, it's going to be much easier for him because there's a Spirit Vessel and Mirana has charges on it, so he doesn't need to rely on Abaddon sitting behind him to get rid of that Spirit Vessel.
Oh, Iceberg, he was trying to get out of there. Pops the BKB though and turns right back around, wants to try to fight this. Eventually just realizing, okay, I need to TP out, and so see you later. So not the way you want to spend your first BKB charge, but a noble way to use it to get out.
Dire's structures are fortified.
33, he definitely needs levels. Like, he's level 9 and should get the next book. Let me see who got that book. Probably someone bought it already. Abaddon is higher level than him at this point.
Yikes. He's had such a rough game, though. He like tried to sap some XP, they found him, they kept pushing him out.
Yeah, they found him 7 times.
Yeah, yeah, they did. At this point, he's just there for Nico Baby to have fun, you know? Make a copy of him. Go slamming.
Fata is extremely farmed. Like, he has 1,400 gold at this point because he's just being on the different side of the map, fishing for any info.
It's been working out. He's had some pretty good positioning. Like you said before, trying to break the smoke earlier, but not quite at the perfect angle.
Once Lina gets that Aghanim Scepter, it's going to be much easier to play, especially against the OD, who has a 9-second BKB, and with Ether Lens and the cast range on level 10, you can land it from a fog, also can use LSA.
33, they found themselves always want to fly. Do they have the detection, though, is the question. Doesn't look to be the case right now. Arcane Rune going to get picked up by Limp. We have the two Earthshakers. And there's the smoke. Fata scouting out, always want to fly here, is doing some dewarding, but they've got bigger fish to fry. They're not going to be able to quite grab Kellen, I don't think. But Nico Baby, he wants it. He's going to go right in there, gets the stun. Needs to be careful of the BKB coming out here from Iceberg. So he goes and he drops that hammer. They finally get the kill on Nico Baby, and they're going to keep chasing here. Can they get the kill? Yes, they will. Hanskin will fall. Slayer trying to run himself, get into good position here. Fata, he just takes too much damage. That's a double kill for Kellen.
Yeah, Morphling is strong, but he's not that strong. He does not have a BKB, and they can lock him down with the axe, with the OD. It's a lot of damage.
That's a really good engagement. And we talked about
There was no
right?
follow-up. Yeah, I mean, he can go in, but they don't have any mobility heroes beside him. Earthshaker's still level 10, being on a different side of the map.
Well, it's like we said. Oh, Arrow actually does connect over onto 33. This boy just cannot catch a break. Probably doesn't have quite enough damage here, not without maybe +1. In fact, you can already see TP down to bottom lane. Gonna provide some backup to 33.
And after that fight, Nico Baby switches from Scotty straight into BKB. He realizes he needs to take care of himself because no one else will. Same goes for real life.
Feels bad, man. Oh my goodness. Well, I think you know, we talked about the way that these fights need to fold for the side of Flytothemoon, and they're coming out quite nicely. You know, the axe kind of being up in the everybody's business, and then just have the OD sitting back. Does he have? Did he complete his Blink Dagger? I know he had one queued up. Yeah, he does have that too. So it's even better now. And that was something that the panel was talking about. You need to have some form of mobility for this OD to be able to follow up, and he's got it now. So
he can play with the axe right now. If 2 of them catch anyone, that guy's just dead.
All right, double damage is picked up over on Kellen. They'll be trying to take this Roche. It's not working out super great for them though right now. Looks like they'll back off. You can see the scan going out around the pit. They're all smoked up on the side of Alliance. They will show the OD in the top. So if they wanted, they could migrate that way. But
ideally, Gyro would want to have a BKB before that fight. He's only 400 gold away. Another arrow.
They know they're smoked. They have the detection though. Leap away from Mirana. The jump forward coming up from Nico Baby. Has the fissure. Trying to burst her down. Gonna turn back into the Earthshaker. This should be a kill. Slayer is now slain.
Nice done. He got 600 gold for that kill. Well, Dota is a strange game sometimes.
It definitely is.
Maybe I'm just bad at math. I don't know.
What was bad was when we were watching during Midas mode and we realized that the values of the heroes were off and they were getting like 7 gold per hero or something.
I'm talking about the real Dota here.
I know. Whoa, whoa. Wow, all right.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. We're now an enemy of the Sir Action Slab.
Well, I never got invited to any of your tournaments, so I'm good with it.
You're saying that like I make the personal decision.
I don't know, you're part of the crew.
I am but a peon, my friend. A gear in the machine. All right, so did we get another lag, or what happened here?
It's just a short pause, as we like to call it. Probably it's not, but still.
We always praise a short pause, right?
Yes,
so do all of our viewers. They're like, please don't start talking about ice cream again.
We can't reveal all the secrets here.
Got to keep some of those private, yeah, exactly. So, all right. What does each team want to do here? They want to wait for the BKB on Gyro, obviously, on one side, and then what do we want for Alliance?
Well, Alliance also wants to have at least one BKB for the next fight.
Okay.
Ideally, that would be Morphling. He's sitting on 2,000 gold at the moment. But right now, Flytothemoon, even though it says 5,000 net worth lead for them, it feels much, much more. Oh, good bait.
What do they steal? They get the Crystal Nova from the Crystal Maiden. I feel like, should the supports kind of be following 33 around at this point, trying to make sure that he can get what he needs? I guess that detracts from the fact that he needs levels, though, too, yeah? Goes to the Echo Slam, though, tries to get the kill.
Double
Can they
Fisher.
follow? Oh, the BKB comes out. In comes Nico Baby, and that's pretty scary right now. Iceberg, taking down Nico Baby, gets the kill on Flow.
Nicely done. That's actually 4 stuns in a row from the Morphling, maybe even 5 if he used the Enchant Totem, but Odie popped the BKB, so that wasn't a stun miss.
Slayer just barely makes it.
Well, 33, even though he kind of fed early game, he's still doing his job. Like, this is a big kill. Also gave a lot of gold to Morphling once again. That's going to be his BKB finished pretty soon. Look at that damage, sitting at the 1,300 damage while using Enchant Totem.
That's pretty wild. All right, so a good pick-off for the side of Alliance. And you can see that they're invading the triangle a little bit. They want to keep some tabs. They did just see a couple heroes here. They go and they drop a ward. Immediately, Moonlight Shadow gets popped.
Now, with the cooldown reduction talent on level 20, he can be permanently Earthshaker. And they also have a Rubik in your team, so if you have good spells, yeah, we have 2 of those if we want to.
This is the copycat draft, I think. Just see something you like, just take it. Nico Baby, always want to fly, says, oh no. There's a fissure, canceling it out.
This was the longest TP in the history.
Where was he TPing to?
Maybe someone TP'd to a tower.
That's what I was wondering, like, was it a shrine or something, or? That did feel abnormally long.
He even gets the courier.
Mirana, they're setting up. There's going to be the call, though. They follow up with that Blade Mail, too. He's just shredding himself over here. Limp managing to get himself away. There's a jump forward from Nico Baby and 33. Laguna Blade.
And now it's Rotterdam. You're missing 3 heroes. This Gyro, he's not joining the team fights. I mean, he's extremely farmed at the moment, almost level 20. Has 10 seconds BKB, he didn't even pop it once.
So why do you think he isn't joining them on this?
I don't have the correct answer. Maybe he's disconnected from their Discord, I don't know.
A technical problem, I like it.
Well, you gotta blame it on the others.
He's sitting a little bit low here, Nico Baby. He's trying to finish up this Roche. He's got a space open for that Aegis. And there we go. Now, as we get in further and further, now we're about mid-game. Who do you feel like is stronger?
Well, now that they have Aegis on the Morphling, he can play as aggressive as he wants. So definitely an upper hand on Alliance right now because they were not utilizing Gyro's farm that they had and all the advantage before. Also, they killed the courier.
That's true.
Which means that OD's Hex is going to be delayed for 1.5 minutes. He had the ultimate orb on him.
Casual scouting arrow coming through. They know that the Mirana is here. She leaps forward, leaps away. There are a lot of fissures everywhere here now. The Enchant Totem coming through, though. Go, they pop the mech. They still want this kill. Can they find it? And it looks like maybe he's gone a little bit too far now. Flow, they follow up with the arrow. That is an Aegis. Always want to fly, doing that dance. Doesn't matter. They've got the damage taken down. BKB coming out now from Nico, baby. He is not happy that he lost that Aegis that way.
Well, I said he can be aggressive, but not that aggressive. He needs his
you got to be able to have your team, right?
Like,
exactly.
Abaddon needed a blink and a force staff to catch with the Morphling. It's really hard because he's using a waveform plus a couple of enchant totems in a team fight, and he's being alone.
Well, did they play that also too? Like you've seen Always Want to Fly a lot of times. Like he just shows up and they get hungry. They see a Crystal Maiden, they're like, oh, that'd be such an easy kill. And you know, the Mirana leaps forward, leaps back. You see the Crystal Maiden, he just keeps charging after here, and it just played right into the hands of Flytothemoon. Was next level thoughts, right?
For sure. And he's keeping his strength fairly high. Let's see the arrow.
Arrow's not going to connect. He popped the blade mail. See a homing missile being thrown out. 33. Scanning over on the side. Doesn't have a... Oh, that was not. Sorry, that is Morphling. The Hex is completed now for Iceberg, though, so this is...
And it's go time.
Radiant structures are
He knows something is up. Instantly just leaves. You would not... If they didn't glyph, they wouldn't catch him, but if you glyph, they know something is up.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Where's the entry point, though? Always Want to Fly. Revealing himself. Get thrown down. Frostbite. Laguna again. Gets turned right back out, and there's going to be an Echo Slam over on the side, followed up with an arrow. And they should be able to take down Iceberg very, very easily. They're just shredding through everyone now. Flow, that blade mail doing a lot to just try to get them to not to hit him. But now Nico, baby, swimming around, manages to find Flow. They'll get the kill. BKB popped. He's still looking. Can they grab this gyrocopter? The fissure buys them a little bit of time. They throw out an arrow. Not going to connect.
He's mad. He's going in.
Nico, baby, he wants this Light Striker Ray coming through. Frostbite, Steel again coming out with that homing missile. They're not going to let this gyrocopter get away.
That was a really nice play. The fissure block, and then it gave him enough time. Arrow.
Nope,
blinks away.
He's out.
Once again, Iceberg got locked up with the Echo Slam, and like he needs to pop, prematurely pop a BKB. If they have a vision, blink in, try to kill Earthshaker.
It's just so hard to get in there. Like you said, you know, they have to have that BKB up first. That's very, very important. Because if they don't, it's constant stun lock.
He also didn't have enough money to buy right after. Like, he literally just got the money. Even if he pops a BKB, if he's at half HP, Lena's just gonna destroy him.
That's true. That's true, that Ag Scepter dealing the pure damage. So what's the play now if you're Flytothemoon? Just get the jump first? Is it that easy?
They need to control Abaddon, because if he's close, he's gonna remove the Hex and give him enough time to react. Also, it's really hard to play against Morphling and the Earthshaker. You have double the Fissure, pretty much double everything.
He's about to limp down here. Actually, yeah, he's in Viz, right? Yeah. It's gonna be a smoke coming out from the side of Flytothemoon. They're combing through their jungle. Looking for someone down here. Oh, Fata. Both Limp and Fata show off here.
Fata has a gem, even places a sentry ward if they want to take a fight right there.
Can they get this kill, though, is the question, in time. Oh, okay, they'll turn their attention now to Fata. Throw out an arrow. Oh, the jump though from Flo. Does manage to find the Linas on the back lines. BKB's getting popped left and right. Nico Baby just trying to take down Always Wanna Fly. Should be able to do that, no problem. But Laguna Play gets on the back side though. And they get the kill onto Flo. And they're still going. They have their eyes on this gyrocopter. He's gonna get erased. Jump forward again from Nico Baby. He's looking. Is he gonna find Iceberg? He finds him. He was trying to hide in the tree line. 33, they follow up. That's a triple kill.
Nico Baby is just a beast, man. How did this player not play on a better team before?
Well, it was fun. I was, hold that thought. Are they gonna get the kill on Limp now too? No.
There's the gem on a baton.
Oh, the jump forward just manages to leap in time. Flo's alive and kicking here. It's going to put out a little bit of pressure on the Fata, but they're definitely on the back foot. There's 2 buybacks. The jump forward again, trying to pull Fata closer to them. Fissure coming out, though. Beautiful from Nico, baby. Can they get this kill? It'll be a dieback if they can find it.
He just one-shots the people with the Enchant Totem.
It's
plus
insane.
Adaptive Strike. It's insane.
So we do have 2 buybacks, though, now, right? We've got the OD who bought back. We've got Axe who bought back. If they get taken down here, that just opens the door for Alliance.
In the previous fight, Gyro didn't pop his BKB. I mean, you gotta use your items if you bought them, right?
For sure. What's funny, I was chatting a little bit with Nico Baby earlier, and he was saying, because I was the same thing.
You were not afraid?
No, why would I be afraid?
I don't know. Dude looks scary.
He's a child.
He is, though.
No shade, no shade. I mean, I'm an old lady. That's why I'm saying that. He's a baby, but...
I think we should stop here.
He's literally Nico Baby, okay?
So yeah, Abaddon with the Blink Dagger will be able to position himself way better and play
that
with
arrow.
that Morphling.
Limp gets taken down by Slayer. Nico Baby, though, coming in with 33. They got to keep this gyro alive, and they're not going to be able to do it in time. They're just chasing after everyone. Slayer just trying to get them off of his back.
I'm surprised that Nico Baby didn't chase Mirana. And all this network on gyro, like we didn't feel any presence of him in the past 10 minutes.
Uh-oh. Oh, the linkage gets broken. This might have been too aggressive.
Nice dodge.
Nice dodge. Beautiful. Son of Fly gets used up over here. The rest of the team coming in. They're in a pretty good position right now. That arrow doesn't get, no, not quite over to Hanskin. That's going to be a fissure. The jump through again. There's an Echo Slam from 33 as they find Flo. They're trying to just slow him down. They want to take him out. There's another jump forward from Nico Baby. That is a dieback now. Gem on the ground.
Like, he broke their spirit with that move. You can see Flytothemoon, they don't know what to do anymore.
It's ridiculous that a hero, right, would spend most of its time as a different hero. Like, that makes the most sense, the most damage. Like you said, Lacoste, Dota's a weird game.
It is sometimes. Look at this.
Look at these fissures, this is ridiculous. The jump forward immediately, trying to just take Iceberg out. BKB popped over on Nico Baby. It's right back to that tower.
They can literally kill tower in 4 hits. Earthshaker and Morphling.
Have Alliance dropped a game?
They did not.
They've been looking so good.
All right, we're gonna see that again.
Can we though with the, okay, yeah. So the Hex.
12 in. 16 in.
And then
there it goes.
There it is.
Perfect timing.
Perfect. Right back into the game. They managed to take the middle tower. A buyback coming out from the Mirana. Well, Alliance seems pretty satisfied with breaking their high ground. That's going to open up shrines, all that fun stuff, and just take more of that map away from the side of Flytothemoon.
Flytothemoon, with all that advantage, just took the tier 2, tier 1 tower on the bottom lane.
Moonlight. Is he on the cusp of that? BKB comes out from Jaro. He just wants to get out. They need to get out enough damage fast enough, and they don't have it.
I love how 33 realized that he doesn't need to do anything. I'm just gonna follow Nico Baby, allow him to cast Morph on myself, and that's it. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. 33 is a great player, which He's a different kind of a player. He knows how to adapt to pretty much every situation, and the thing I like about him is when he plays the offlane, he buys all the small items and likes to play aggressive. In this game, it was not that effective, considering the lane that he had. Hype it up, Mox.
All down, came down, and they followed up a double fissure. Hanskin does get taken out. BKB dropped, and there's going to be the hammer coming down. Going to be a buyback coming out from the Rubik almost immediately. Nico Baby just cleaning up on this back line, though, and he's going to just jump right back, join with Limp. Reset. So we're... Got the fissures, just that's so dirty, having all of those.
Especially having 2 of those.
And of course, a double damage rune picked up now.
33 had some great echo slams in this game, just playing with Nico Baby, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
Well, you were saying, the fact that he's doing what he needs to do might not be the flashiest all the time. Well, well, right, no player is perfect.
Having 0 and 10 doesn't mean you're not doing what you need to do. But don't quote me, because in pub games, that's just going to sound silly.
Well, that is a mark of a great player, though, right? As a player that does what needs to be done, even if it doesn't bring him glory. And he's playing it quite well right now. They want to get in there. It's going to be the steal coming out from Hanskin. He gets himself that Sacred Arrow. Call down comes out. It's going to land on Roshan again. For Roshan.
Nico Baby's definitely going in.
I mean, they popped the double damage. They want to go in for sure. And there it is. There's the jump forward coming out from Nico Baby. It's going to be a kill for the Dire, but Kellen snatches up that Aegis. BKB coming out now from Nico Baby. He is caught between 3 different people. Goes, he eats that cheese. He's going to have to deal with this Crystal Maiden, though, doing her dance. Can run himself out. And there's a jump forward again from Flo, also by Iceberg. We talked about that.
There's
big
the big
slam on
echo.
the back end. 33 coming through, doing what needs to be done. Fata chasing down Flo, manages to go get that jump back. It's going to be the Aegis coming back up again, but they get a triple kill on Limp. And now Kellen, he has to TP out with that BKB. He can't be there anymore.
Man, what a sick play from 33. Also, Nico Baby going in, just buying time, baiting all the spells on him and not dying. He also got the last set on the Roche, used the cheese.
Just so well done. The reaction time is just so good. They don't have buyback on OD. They don't have buyback on the Axe. They used those previously. We're at the point where Crystal Maiden's buying back. She said,
yeah, that's
oh
not
my
a
God.
good sign.
I got to do whatever I can here. 33 blinking forward.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
How do you get in there?
Abaddon is about to hit level 25.
Ooh, that's big. There's a jump forward coming out from Nico Baby. Just wants to get rid of Always Want to Fly. No problem. Vata, he has that gem. Make sure that they can see that Glimmer Cape. And they're just ripping through buildings now.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
It's 1500 damage on Morphling when he uses Enchant Totem.
They just can't show themselves at all. The second that they do. Nice taunt there coming through. Let's get that holding on here. Nico Baby jumping himself out. Vata. There's out the shield, still alive. Has the Glimmer Cape down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Some true aggression coming out from the side of Alliance, and I love it.
Green arrow. Once Rubik steals the arrow, it's so hard to spot it.
I didn't think about that. That's true.
That's pay to win.
They're looking to go up again. They have a little bit more damage to take on that tower. Goes down. I don't know. If I'm Flytothemoon, I'm terrified to show myself anywhere near them because they're just going to run at you.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
And they need that OD. They need the OD to be up. He does have buyback now. He is coming up in about a second. Because you can send that Axe out there, but if you don't have the follow-up...
Look at Fata's positioning. He's the king.
He's feeling
the hill.
very sure of himself right now, that's for sure.
All right, one more CS and he's going to be level 25.
16K net worth lead going over to
Did he
the
actually
side of
buy
Alliance.
a Dome? That's a waste, unless everyone is level 25. You should give it to Rubik instead, or Shaker.
Maybe he was buying it for one of them.
Could be. Look, he looks like a team player for sure.
Just casually throwing some arrows up over here. Fata immediately blinks himself out. We do have a refresher orb online now for the OD. The problem is
that's
can
a
he...
DD morph with, sorry, Moxie,
It's
with
okay.
Arcane Rune. I'm just getting too excited about
I like
this.
that, I like to see you be very passionate about exciting things happening in Dota. The Aeon Disc picked up for Lena. We got 2 sheep sticks online now. The lockdown is real. Like, it was bad enough, right? When you had all of these Earthshakers throwing fissures at you, but now, you know, you've got the sheep stick on the Lena. How does this OD, like he's got the refresher, which is great, but if they get the first jump on him, I don't think it even matters. I guess maybe if you die and you buy back, right? You've got the second ultimate.
The thing is, he does not have a buyback.
I thought it just came up.
On OD?
On OD, I thought it just came back up.
He doesn't have enough gold.
Oh, that's true. That's very, very true.
Well, he can, I mean, if you can refresh somehow the
no.
gold per minute and then get to twice as much. I don't know.
Wishful thinking, for sure.
How does he get out of this?
Oh, that arrow narrowly missing the gyrocopter.
I mean, it's kind of the all-in play, which you need to go for, but he needs to be careful about his positioning.
Oh, boy.
Nico Baby's in.
Oh, okay, all right. Axe, they have the Yules, though. Buys a little bit more time. They cancel out the Crystal Maiden ulti, the follow-up. But look at all these fissures everywhere. It's just dangerous terrain to cross. They'll get the kill on Crystal Maiden, the buyback coming out from Axe. He needs to get in there, but there's still no OD.
Yeah,
Do they have enough damage to get... There's so much sustain, too, in the lockdown. Yule's gonna get used again. There's gonna be the taunt. They managed to find Flo. This is a dead gyro. I don't know. I'm thinking this is looking like game. That is it. That is game. Alliance hasn't dropped a single match, I believe, today.
Yeah, they played extremely well, especially the game number 2. Even though Flytothemoon was ahead, they just came back into the game with the right play. 33 and Nico Baby were all over the place. You can see Flytothemoon. They don't know what happened.
Well, at least it was a slightly closer game this time around, right?
It was.
Oh, very dominating in the first game. Second game, you know, it felt like it could be anyone's match, but I think we started to see, and again, we weren't sure 100% why. Gyro started to go off on his own when they were doing so well with these team fights. They had a strong power peak.
You know, it's that mentality. I have farm. With more farm, I get even more farm, but then sometimes it's not that great of a choice. You can see 33 smiling, being happy, and he should be happy about it. What a great performance, even though he didn't have a good start.
Yeah, for sure. And it's so easy to tilt when you're not having a good game, but he's stepped in there. He had some amazing echo slams, and he provided exactly what was needed for that game. So yeah, they must be very, very
now
happy.
He's showing them.
They're showing.
Look at me. Look at this. At 15-minute mark, I had 7 deaths, and look at my assist score in the end.
Don't worry, guys. I did it. You can thank me later. I like it, definitely. All right, guys, we are going to go throw it over to our panel and see what they have to think.
Even in victory, instantly looking at the replay and making sure they know exactly what happened and why and when. That's dedication. What a game. It started out so even, actually, for both Flytothemoon and Alliance, and then at some point there was an Aghanims for Nico Baby. You said it, Lizard. Once Nico Baby gets an Aghanim Scepter and is able to turn into the Shaker, it's just game over.
Yeah, I still think that OD had a few chances in which he could have turned this game, even though Aghanim's Morphling with the Shaker is just broken as hell. It's stupid. I think OD had chances to turn this game, but some of these team fights were really questionable. And the way Iceberg played them, he's a known OD player. He plays it really well. However, he just got off guard a couple of times, like 3 team fights in a row. He doesn't pop that ulti on time. Then he gets bursted from 100 to 0 in a few team fights too. Not one of his best OD games.
And then that Manta dodge by the Morphling on it, that just had to be like a nail in the coffin. That was just a sick-ass play.
That's going to push you over the edge.
Yeah. But that was just well played by Alliance. Flytothemoon, as we said, they looked a lot better, but the problem was they didn't know when to stop farming, I think. The OD was the strongest hero on the map for probably 10 to 15 minutes.
Right? He had so much farm, but never joined.
Yeah, I think that when you got that Blink Axe, you had a pretty quick Blink Sheep, even on the OD. Obviously, the Gyro was just free farming. You had to group up eventually, and it just didn't feel like they did. And when they did, 33 just hits them with a 4-man sick-ass ultimate.
I think the biggest issue for them was the fact that Axe had nothing. That was one of the
after Blink, he had nothing.
Blink Blade Mail 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
That's just
But
not good.
at the other side, Shaker wasn't really all too wealthy either, but I guess he
It
doesn't
doesn't
need
matter,
to
right?
because
He's
he's
a
just going to
Shaker.
get copied.
He's just there for the morphling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all he
to
needs
be in
to
the
do.
game. That's it. They
Yeah.
just needed a shaker there so that the morphling can copy into him, right?
And then he did win him that team fight by rope,
Yes.
which
He
is
could do a
like,
good
dude, I
echo.
thought they were just
That
about to
was
lose the
good
game
echo.
there, and then he just out of nowhere, 4-man ult. I'm like, damn, that was nice.
That was definitely...
He did a lot with the little, for sure.
Definitely true. Someone who did a lot with a lot was the mid player
Indeed.
of Alliance, and we get a chance to talk to Limp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Woo! Hello. Take a seat, sir.
Welcome.
Sir? Ooh, that was a firm handshake. Thank you.
Good work on it.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Playing
just
some
you
Dota,
a couple...
winning some Dota. Feels
I'd
good.
put a little closer, sorry.
Hello.
There you go.
Yes.
Kiss it if you want.
Don't do that.
I really have to pee though.
Okay, we'll make sure to keep it
You're
quick.
good to go. We won't judge you. It's
Actually,
cool.
you are in charge of how long and or how short it takes because you can give us all the information in one go about today. You want to predict all the questions that we're going to ask?
No. No.
Fair enough. But you guys have been doing really well today. How does it feel from your point of view?
I mean, we won obviously, but
Yeah.
it's just, I'm just looking at it as practice for the major, really. So I mean,
Yeah.
it feels good. We're winning, but just gonna keep playing for practice, and we want to do well at the major.
You're learning from everything you do?
Yeah. I mean, it's our first LAN as a team together, so it's just good practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you worried at that game? It looked like the
This
Odie and
thing
Gyro were
keeps
like that.
cutting out all the time, so it's really.
Oh,
hard
does
to
it? It might
understand.
be because of the cord.
Yeah. Oh, what are you saying?
No, you're good. I was just wondering, were you nervous about that game when you saw like the OD had Blink, Hex, the Gyro was the most farm person on the map, or were you just calm, cool?
Not really worried, but like we saw they probably had better farm at some point, but like we just want to hit our morph and
Once that,
timing.
yeah.
Once that happens, it's gonna, the BKB is gonna go down, and we're gonna get kills.
Do you think it's broken, Earthshaker Morphling?
Actually, I'm not sure. It might be, but at the same time, you need to like wait a lot for the shaker to hit the level, so he gets a W.
Yeah.
The morph to get X and such. So
In that last fight, he had plus 1,000 damage from that Agans with the
yeah, I
shaker.
mean,
That's
it's
just...
definitely stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's broken. It can be stupid and broken. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm
not
with
sure.
you, yeah.
We also have a replay on the table to go over. This is the fight where we actually thought you were in trouble.
Oh, what happened here?
Because Shaker was dead, right? And you couldn't morph into him. So morphing goes into the pit.
Actually, I can't.
No, you can
remember
say
what
it.
happened.
I see you standing in the
yeah,
back
yeah,
over
yeah,
here, yeah.
We wanted to. Shake was dead, right? And start.
Yeah, he just respawned.
We wanted to wait for Shaker to be alive, but then we're like, we don't want to give them rush, and I'm not really sure what was
Nice
happening.
blink call here
He's
by the
using-
Axe.
Yeah, but he just based them all in to the
He
Shaker
went way
there.
too aggro on the OD. I think you can't blink him like that without BKB.
Did 33 yell when he hit that, or was he still the silent warrior?
I wouldn't say yell, but probably talking
was
fast.
easy.
It was, yeah.
He was like, guys, I'm going to destroy them with this next echo, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that. Very calm, very calm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a bit of a clusterfuck, if I can say.
No,
that.
yeah, you got, I mean, you're 4-0 now, you're already in the winner's bracket final, like, and I believe they already know their opponent will be...
NIP?
NIP is still playing their second game.
Okay, did they win game
They
one
did
now?
win the first
So that
one.
means they're already winner's bracket.
The first one was 70 minutes or something. They're still
Okay.
playing. Like
Really?
it's a crazy. Apparently, it was a crazy series. It's a crazy series. During the series, during the game, we have Twitch chat vote for their MVP. Who do you think they should have chosen, and who do you think they did choose? They are not always
Like for
friendly.
which game? The last game?
For the last game, yeah.
For the last game.
They should have chosen...
Fada.
I was gonna say Farah. I'm gonna say... I think Nico. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they should
They
have chosen
probably,
Nico.
they
They
like
probably
swag.
should.
Chose Nico.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
love swag.
They do. Let's see what Twitch chat went for this time around.
His Manta dodge on the OD.
Dude, that was
That was
sick.
sick,
That was
yeah.
sick.
It's Nico, baby.
Yep, it is.
62%. Yeah, well deserved as well. He was turning into Shaker all the
2%,
time.
I'm doing well.
After.
Hey, you beat out Hanskin,
Beat
please.
Ansgar. He didn't get a single vote the whole series, but poor old Ansgar.
And he played so well.
People really like Prison Arteezy.
Yeah, he artesian.
It has been a really good day for you guys. Looking forward to seeing you play in the upper bracket finals, which is going to be at the end of the day tomorrow.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you some rest and a toilet break.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
And Thomas will play you out. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And that gives us time to look at the brackets, or rather the group stage. Let's start with that. Look at where the groups are at right now. As said, though, there is still a game being played right now. Demon Slayers versus Ninjas in Pajamas. The second game is going on. Ninjas in Pajamas won game 1. So they are guaranteed, according to my co-host.
Yes, I will guarantee that. Oh, God, I hope I'm right. Now I'm right. Mathematically, I am right
job
for
is on the
once.
line.
Yeah. I'll guarantee it. Yeah, so it will be NIP versus Alliance.
Yes.
That's it. That'll be a good one.
That's an exciting one, for sure.
Especially after today, because we all looked, we're like Team Liquid Alliance, probably going to be the grand finals then. NIP, they just kind of came in with that broom and sweep Liquid up.
They did. Oh, no, looking... yeah, very excited to see it again, because this was the first time we're seeing these new teams on LAN. And we're seeing, who can keep it together well. And as we just saw with Limited Lads with Alliance, I think that's very reassuring for some of the Alliance fans. Who are like, well, this new squad, okay, they made it to the major. Can they hold up on a LAN? They just turned up and kicked some butt.
Yeah, I think Alliance fans are very happy. Because if you were reading Reddit, any sort of social media, when this whole, the Alliance went to Liquid, people were flaming the Nico Baby team quite a bit. And now they're not. Now they're like, well, never. No, I was never. I love them. Alliance.
NIP
Never doubted them for a second.
Right?
Yeah. What?
NIP looks pretty solid as well.
They do.
Considering it's a fresh stack too over there, and they're looking really good.
Yeah.
Yes. It has been an exciting day in more ways than just one. Because today is also a very special day for a member of our broadcast team that you all know and love.
Oh.
Yes, it is the birthday of Scriff. Scriff, could you come on out? We got Thomas playing you a birthday
Let's
song.
go, Scurf.
Let's go. Where is he? Griff?
Scriff.
There he is.
Hey! Happy birthday.
There you go.
Well, do we have anything for Scriff?
Here you go.
Here's a microphone.
Do we have like a
got made for you.
no.
And the list of heroes that Grant guessed. That's
No, we
for you.
do have something for Scriff.
We do.
Wait, do you have an in-ear for me? I
Give me
can't
that
hear you.
back.
It's coming.
What's your
There's a gift coming for you, Sheever said.
Ooh, there is?
Yes.
There is.
You can't hear what I'm saying, but it will be there.
What did she say?
You can't hear what she's saying, but it's coming.
All right, fair enough.
Is it actually?
Is it?
Yes, it is
Okay, I didn't know if
actually.
we're like trolling script. We're like
Is there
holding it up
actually
here.
anything
There's
coming?
just literally nothing.
Oh, by the way, guys, for you guys wondering, because even after we give Scriff what we will give him, the broadcast is not entirely over, at least not for people here, and not for if you switch to a different channel, because we're going to have another show happening. I'll tell you more about that later, as we are still waiting.
Sheever said she hates you and she hopes you have a bad birthday.
That's not true.
No, you heard her. I'm just kidding.
She's also baiting you with the gift. We're just making you pay it here.
All right.
Do you have a gift for me?
I do. Here you go. And a hug. Come.
There we go.
What do you got? This is a paper tray. It says so on the side. Show us what you got.
What'd you get?
Ooh, I got a little plate. I like it. So for everyone here,
You need a
looks
real
like-
man to help you out.
dude, don't break it.
What are you doing?
It looks like
Oh my
we
God.
are about to
It's a
eat
cheesecake.
Cheesecake. We're about to eat some cheesecake. It's gonna be great.
If you want to.
And while we do so,
You can
it
do
will
it.
give you guys at home
have a
some
knife.
time. Be patient. Yes, there will be a knife. We'll give you guys at home some time to switch channels, because we are about to have an overtime show on Caffeine TV. DreamHack Dota 2. Is it that Dream? It is DreamHack Dota 2. That's where we'll be at. We'll be having loads of guests from Liquid, from Alliance. We'll talk about the day. We'll break everything down. We're just gonna have a fun, chill time as we talk down the day. You guys talk.
Thank you very
He's
much.
done it very nicely. Come on.
I am
Can we
so
see
happy
it?
there's not a camera on that right now. It's like you did it with your hands. All right.
It's amazing, thank you. Look at this, guys. Just look.
DreamHack
look
Dota 2.
DreamHack Dota 2.
He cut my
Sounds good.
Amazing.
That's where you guys need to go. So we'll see you there. And of course, tomorrow we'll start off with the playoff bracket, but we'll talk more about that at the overtime show. We'll see you there.
Peace. The cake is great.